Hi folks, just hoping you've got the time and energy to help me a bit with what I think is a problem in my game. I seem to be leaking money in spots like this, and I wonder if you can help me with why. So nice action here. I've got ace king of diamonds under the gun. I 3x open. I'm happy enough with that. It's folded around to villain 38 on the big blind, and he calls me. I do put him on a fairly wide pre-flop calling range here, to be honest, because it is a bounty tourney. The bubbles just burst. I don't have a lot of stats on him because, as I say, bubbles just burst in a bounty tourney. So although I've been at the table with a few players for about 6-7 orbits or so, there's been a high knockout ratio in the last few rounds because it's just the nature of the beast. A few hang in and then they get a call very easily in a bounty tourney. I do it myself. So I don't have a lot of stats on this guy, so I'm kind of flying a little bit blind on him. But I go with a fairly, I think, standard calling range at the micros from his spot. And unfortunately, when we see the flop, it's pretty sick because it hits a lot of that range. I've kind of included all the pairs up to 10s. I'm fairly happy that he raises me with jacks or above. Certainly raising me with a similar hand to mine, a suited Broadway ace. I think he might flat, so I've included that as well. So given that, at the time I was thinking it's probably a 50-50 situation on this flop, so I'm happy enough to have position on him. But when I sort of look at my equity calculator here, you can see that he's a little teeny bit ahead. So fuck him really at this point. So he decides to check to me. I don't love the check because I'm fairly prone to a c-bet, as you can see, 58% over 13k hands. I'd certainly been doing a couple of c-bets in the last couple of orbits, although he won't have seen too much of that. So when he checks to me, I'm, pretty scared, I guess. I'm scared he's connected with the flop. I'm fairly happy at my stakes. I'm not getting rid of any queens, probably any nines, certainly any 9 with an over, such as ace 9, king 9. I know I'm not getting rid of those hands, so I do check behind, and I'm not, I don't know whether that's a good move or not, but I don't think it's the worst part of the hand. I think that's yet to come. On the turn, we see the lovely Jack of Hearts, which I just hate. I mean, it fills up so many of his shitty draws that he might have been there. Improves if he has got some crap like King Queen or, Queen 10. Again, it just makes his hand look even sexier. And he kind of implies that's the case with his just half pot bet, slightly over half pot. Very slither over half pot. And I think this is where I make a mistake. Really, for me, I mean, looking at it now, I feel like I should be folding this or raising it. Again, perhaps half potting a little bit more here. And what I actually decide to do is flat it. And I'm really not sure why. I guess there's some sort of dream that ace king is still good. I guess the real dream is I'm fishing for a 10. I don't really see what else I'm doing there. Possibly if there is a heart on the river, I think I might have had a little bluff at the heart, because I just have to feel I'd be so unlucky for him to have run a flush draw, although you never know if he has flopped the pair, ace 9 of hearts, something like that. I'm pretty confident that this is the mistake, although your thoughts will be appreciated. He then, we have the fairly innocuous looking 6 of spades on the river, and he then checks to me. Now, I mean, that check, I hate it, because if he has got a big hands, he might feel that I'm weak, and that the only way he's getting any value out of his decent hand is to hope I am going to bluff like some busted draw, or possibly think that a shitty jack's good against his queen, something like that. So I'm happy enough to check behind on the river once I get there. I certainly don't think I'm betting him off a better hand than ace high. Although when I see his hand, which is the 6-4 of diamonds, then maybe I could have got him off, but I'm not sure. Given the range I'd assigned him, I think I was probably right to check behind on the river. As I say, I think the problem in this hand was the turn play, and it seems to be where I'm leaking a lot of chips at pretty important times of the tournament. So I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts on this hand, and if you think I could have played it better, or if you think I actually played it okay and just got a bit unlucky with that shitty 6 on the river. So yeah, let me know. Cheers, guys.